welcome back to episode 3 of the fireplace makeover. I am so excited for this episode. In this episode, we're going to overgrout the stone. We're going to whitewash it, which I know is kind of controversial. Some people love it, some people hate it, but for me, I just need it to not feel so cabin-like in here. Maybe at the end, we'll be able to decorate the mantle for Christmas, which is the whole reason why we started this fireplace DIY. And I'm just so excited. If you guys haven't seen episode 1 or 2, I'll be sure to link them down below. This has been such a fun series to create for you guys, and I am so thankful that you guys are loving it. Let's get this fireplace up and running. So obviously Santa needs to come down this fireplace.
Operation Get Brittany a Fireplace Before Christmas is in full swing, and I could not be any more excited because we are going to have a fireplace for Christmas, and I cannot wait to show you the end result in this video. Trust me, it is gonna be so good. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's get to overgrouting this stone. But can we also take a moment and still appreciate this mantle that I cannot believe we found? And this is how we grouted the stone. I'm sure there's tons of other ways to do this, but we ended up just picking up this piping bag from Home Depot and just filled it up with grout. There is a hole at the bottom, so make sure that you put something there to stop any leakage. All right, now let's speed this up so we can get to grouting.
Life goes up and it goes down. I know my mom taught me that. I figured why we fool around so little, and we keep track of time, being so serious, idiots, thinking it will matter, keep me company downtown, before the clock runs out. Sun is shining, but the rain is welcome too. Friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh, I love it when the love comes around, and then I remember all things must pass. But I'm not gonna wake up, I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, not yet. Whoa.
I wanted to be sure to give you guys a really close-up of what I'm actually doing, and this is why I think this is so satisfying. So you want to make sure that you fill in all of the cracks and crevices, and you're just basically squeezing in the grout. I've officially passed off my piping bag to Chris because we need to head to Lowe's. We need to figure out what color whitewash we are going to create for these stones. Now my son's birthday party is in 1 day, and we promised ourselves that this fireplace would be done so that it would be up and running and so pretty for the party. So while Chris is over here grouting the stones, let's head off to Lowe's so we can figure out what we're gonna do. So I'm at Lowe's. What I'm going to do is try to color match this grout color that we have to kind of do like a whitewash. I'm not sure if I can find a paint that is going to match or if I'm just going to have to color match this one. So color matching was a little bit more difficult than I thought it was going to be. I could not color match because there was a shine on the packaging, which wasn't pulling the color the correct way. 2, it was a protected color, so we couldn't just search it. 3, who knew that there were so many whites, white beiges, light beiges. So this was actually a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be.
So I just got back from Lowe's. I ended up picking the closest color that I could possibly find to the grout that we chose, and that is the Sherwin-Williams in the basalt powder. I plan to make our own whitewash. I'm gonna take 1 part paint with 3 parts water, and then I'm gonna make some samples of what it will look like on all of the different color variation stones that we have. Because the stones aren't all one color, I wanted to see how the color was gonna pull on a bunch of different stones.
So like I previously said, I'm going to do 1 part paint, 3 parts water. I actually went in and did another half just so that I can get all of the extra paint that was in this little sample.
So now that the whitewash is made, I'm going to just brush it just so lightly onto the stones. I don't want to take away some of their natural elements of the stone. I still want it to look like stone. I don't want it to look just painted. This is why I'm so glad that we have samples left over, because I don't know really how this is going to turn out, and I don't want to ruin all the hard work that we just did. So wish me luck. As you can see, we have a gray one, and then we have two of the like brownish beigey ones. Oh my gosh, no. I still feel like it's way too painted. I don't know, like, are we supposed to wipe it off now? Like, there's just, it just looks like paint. Let's see. I don't get it. I don't get it. Is this, do I need to dilute it more? I need to go ask Chris, the man who knows literally everything. Chris is on his way to tell us what we're doing wrong. The man who knows everything thinks it needs to be done with a rag. So you want me to dip it in the paint and then on the thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just dipped it in the bucket. I'm gonna squeeze some out. And now I mean, I guess that's better. Can you see it? I know the hummingbird's back. Okay, so I think you're right. Like always. Oh yeah, that's actually really pretty, Chris. Look how pretty that is.
Beautiful.
Okay, so there's that one. Just a slight little color. Yeah, so you can't use the brush, the paintbrush, because then it's too painted on, and then it takes away from like the natural stone. Okay, so that's good. I like that. So we'll let that dry, and then we will go back inside and we will put it all over the wall.
Before we get to the whitewashing, I wanted to show you guys the before. I know I missed one step. After you put the grout on, you get a wet big sponge and wipe it all over the stone. Now it's time to whitewash this stone.
You look at me like I'm crazy when I shut my feelings out. You look at me like I'm different, still you stay cause you feel something real. Get so lost in my moments, doesn't mean I don't need you. I fell in love with your colors, they kinda tell me what I'm thinking. I fell in love with the way we are and the way we lose it. There's something.
While doing the whitewash throughout the whole fireplace, I made sure to really press into the stones, a little bit harder in some spots and a little bit softer in other spots. You'll see right here, I'd go a little bit harder, but this was so that I can get it in the crevices. I wanted it to look pretty natural, kind of like the stone was just picked out of, you know, wherever stones are picked out of, but I really still wanted some of the texture and the color to show through, and I think in the end I really accomplished that. So be sure to stay tuned. We are almost done, guys. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? The fireplace is coming together. The next part is so exciting. This is kind of the reveal where we get to see how it is going to look before we hang the TV up. But first, we got to take all of the stuff apart before the reveal. And of course, my little sidekick is ready to help.
Well, let's take it off. Good job. Keep going. Gosh, you're such a good helper.
Uh-oh.
What? One, two.
Before we say 3, I want to give you a quick before to remind you guys what this space looked like before we did the fireplace.
Oh my gosh, Chris, look!
We fly around like paper planes, they never know where we will fall. Nobody can see us, still they wanna tear us apart. There's something different about the way we are.
Okay, now the whole reason we started this fireplace makeover, if you remember in episode 1, is because we told Willow that Santa Claus needed to come down a fireplace in order to bring her presents. And here we go, ready for Christmas in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys, there we have it. The first half of the fireplace makeover is complete, and I cannot stop smiling from ear to ear. I'm sure you can tell in this voiceover. I am just so proud of us for doing this. This is exactly like my inspiration photo and more, and I'm just so excited. After the holidays, we plan to do the bookshelves on the side, and thank you for following along so far with us on this fireplace journey. To say that I'm obsessed is such an understatement. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.